You'll learn more in just a tick. But Tuesday text is upon us because it's Tuesday. You might have heard Emma start this one up before the news at 7. We're looking for new musicals based on bands or singers. Musicals based on rock bands or pop bands, a la Mamma Mia with ABBA music. Mamma Mia 2 going great guns at the cinemas. There's a stage musical on at the moment as well of the original Mamma Mia. I saw it years ago with Rhonda Birchmore. Oh, she was fantastic. Having so much fun on the stage as well with all those ABBA songs. There's also the Queen musical, We Will Rock You. Bobby Darin's out of Guernsey. The Carole King musical, very popular. But which ones haven't been written? We need a new musical that you reckon might be as successful as Mamma Mia, based on the music of an artist or band. Can you think of one? And what should its name be? Text in 0467 842 722. I've got for you the Organic Gardener magazine's Essential Guide to Heirlooms and David Attenborough's Empire of the Ants. It's new on DVD. A wonderful addition to your DVD collection. All about the billions of ants living below ground. He goes to the Swiss mountains and studies them. It says on the back of the DVD that it features dramatic interactions between individual ants and sweeping moves across battle scenes and supply lines. But it's all the natural environment. You thought sharks were exciting? Wait till you learn about ants. So that's Tuesday text. Text in your suggestion of a musical based on an artist or band and what the name of it should be, one that hasn't been written yet. 0467 842 722. Get your Tuesday text entries in. It is 12 minutes past 7 and it's nice to have your company on this Tuesday morning.
Fiona Barker on ABC Central Victoria.
Wave to everyone.
If you're in business, you'd be aware of a number of things. Firstly, probably how hard it is to run a business, but also how hard it is to step away from the business and not just to go on a holiday, but even to go down to Melbourne or up to Brisbane for an industry conference or a workshop. Hard to get away even for the day, and it can also be quite expensive as well. But if you're in business, you'd also know the importance of keeping on top of your skills. So how do you do that if you can't get away and network and learn at these conferences in person? Well, you can do the Small Business Skills Summit online. Basically attending workshops, but from the comfort of your regional town. Linda Reed Enever has organised it. She's from the company Business based in Bendigo. Linda, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Fiona. Thank you for having me on.
It's an absolute pleasure. Tell us more about the idea behind this summit.
Okay, the idea behind this summit comes from most probably even my understanding of being a Bendigo business owner and knowing how hard it is to get out there and go to events and, as you said, attend events. We've got members inside the Facebook group Business that are regional and really remote. Like we're reasonably a city-based business, but we've got people that sometimes it's to get to a summit or a workshop or to upskill. It's a 2-day journey. And I don't know about you, but even I look at workshops now going, that's a day out of the business. Can I afford to do that? Have we got the staff to cover it? You know, what happens if I go to the conference? What's that value for me?
Well, that's right. You never quite know till you're there either.
Yep.
So you've got that 2-day travel off, and if you live, say, 4 hours away from Melbourne, 4.5, 5 hours away, you've got to stay the night basically, and then you've got all the travel costs involved in that as well. So that can be really difficult. So you were thinking about all this as someone who supports small businesses.
Yeah, and look, with 23,000 members, that's the thing that happened to us. It was the conversation was happening, well, we'd love to do that, or I was running workshops here or in Melbourne, and people were saying, I'd love to go, but I can't take that much time out. I can't take that time away from the business, or it's not the right time. And some people learn in the morning, some people learn in the afternoon better, some people learn at night sitting on the couch while, the family's watching TV. And we wanted to deliver something where you could take it in no matter where you were. So whether that was walking around Lake Rowena in the morning, or it was in the taxi taking a session in, or just at school pickup.
So, and that's the thing too.
Yep.
This is accessible anywhere because it's all online.
It is 100% online. Even the networking component is all online via a Facebook group. So We've kept it all online so that you can access it literally from your smartphone, from your tablet, wherever you are, because that's what we saw as a gap and what people needed to learn.
So this is happening next month.
Yes, happening this month. Oh, next month, yes. Yeah,
Just on
just
next month, 31st of July.
Yeah, so starts
August.
next Monday. We
Yep.
start next Monday, officially starting next Monday, launching with 60 different presenters that'll allow you to learn things from social media marketing, PR, business processes, productivity, and there's two really big sessions in there about mental health and self-care in entrepreneurship, which I think is two majorly big components that we don't talk about, especially if you're a solopreneur or you're a person that's working by yourself. It can be very hard, and that journey in the business world, coming from an employee to a business owner, it's a tough journey. It's a complete change in mindset.
And well, is it something you've done yourself?
Yeah, look, I did it. I was about 10 years ago now, but yes, I did. I came from being an employee and a consultant and those sorts of things, and making that move into the business world. And I started just me, and and Clive started just Clive, and then we grew and we added team members. But I see people struggle with that, and that's why the Facebook group started in the first place, was to give people a place to network and ask questions in a judgment-free zone.
You use the word solopreneur.
Yes, that's a one-person business. Oh, there is so many terms out there describing business owners, but a solopreneur is normally when you're out by yourself. Used to describe freelancers a little bit nowadays, but yeah, if you're a single person in business by yourself, which is how most small business owners start out, is they get out there by themselves, or they're a husband and wife team and they're really kicking off. But yeah, when you're starting out there by yourself, you don't have the water fountain. You don't have the person to have a cup of coffee with and go, gee, that call was tough, or gee, that client was tough, or what do you think about this? Because you're by yourself. So that's where support networks such as business come into play.
And you were also involved in the Micro Business Festival.
I was last year, yeah.
Last year.
Wow.
And micro business is another kind of term to describe
smaller
solo operators,
yeah,
smaller
operators.
businesses.
Yeah, I think they describe that as under 10. So there's so many terminologies out there for business owners. And I say occasionally, can we just ditch the labels and call ourselves business owners, because that's what we are. But there is so much out there, and it's all just about getting in there and getting involved and upskilling yourself, but also allowing yourself to know that you're not alone.
And so hence this summit, where there'll be Q&As, forums, workshops, all the usual,
just online. So yeah, you're going to be able to get talk to all of our presenters. So each presenter has a designated day that their sessions are going to go live. There's no time restrictions, because we get that there's no time restrictions around. Some people wake up at 5 o'clock, so at 10 o'clock each day the current lineup opens up and everyone can take it. And then the presenters are there that day to answer questions. There is amazing bonus offers and amazing knowledge that's being shared. I worked it out yesterday. If someone took 2 of the bonus offers, they paid for their ticket. So I'm thanking our presenters for that. That's pretty awesome. So that's pretty where we sit. Look, half of these guys have walked in your shoes. They've all been business owners. Even we've got Nimble CRM's CEO, John Ferrara, and he's come from launching his own businesses back when I was little.
Wow. So lots of experience there. Text message is pointing towards the Victorian Small Business Festival, which this is all tied into.
Yes.
And B Bendigo is also hosting a lot of
they got some great events on. So they had their launch last week, so that was pretty awesome. We were there and things were going well. So yeah, it's awesome. Look, there's a massive amount of stuff for business owners to get in there and learn and get out and network. And I encourage you to do that. Take up all of those opportunities, the Small Business Festival opportunities, the online learning opportunities, and just get out there and realise you're not alone.
And also, it can kind of reinvigorate you, can't it? When
Absolutely.
you learn new skills, or when you understand the importance, say, of keeping on top of something that you might have let slip a bit, or, something to do with social media, because I know that's a big part of small business promotions these days. Yeah, look, and,
one of the topics we're covering is dealing with technology overwhelm. We are so online now as business owners, and I know when I started, I was never demanded to be checking my phone, 2 or 3 times a day and all of those sorts of things. If I was out of the office, I was out of the office. Now, your phone, your business, your life comes with you, and people expect you to be 24/7. So there's a session about dealing with technology overwhelm, but also putting those boundaries in place for your business, because that is massively important. About saying, no, as a business owner, I need to stop here, and I need to give myself time to do that sort of stuff.
What's the implication if you don't?
Burnout. Been there, done that. And look, guys, I'm not going to say it doesn't happen to everyone. There are going to be times where things get busy, but you will burn out, and you physically can't keep going at that pace.
We're talking this morning to Linda Reed Enever, who is from Business, designed the Small Business Skills Summit online. The idea of this particular summit coming out of Bendigo, I mean, I don't think we can let that fly under the radar this morning, because obviously this is online, so anyone can do it right across the country.
Look, we moved ourselves to Bendigo about 5 years ago, and the reason we did is because we wanted to put our daughter in a really lovely country environment to go to school, but I also need to travel to Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth, all of those sorts of things, and I can do that easily from here. I can either jump in a car and do Sydney and Adelaide in a car, or I can do train trip to Melbourne. So from my point of view, setting up my business, Bendigo is a great spot for me to be able to come back to Victoria and base ourselves from. So yes, it came out of Bendigo, and it comes out of the home office that we run. And yes, we run 5 businesses, but we run them all out of the home office, and that's how we put our lifestyle together.
Do you think there's an underappreciation for that sort of business, which, you know, they
absolutely
do fly under the radar?
They do fly under the radar, and maybe I have a little bit because I figured Charlotte's school here and those sorts of things, so I don't do as much full-on, hey, this is me, this is what I do sort of stuff around home. But I think they do fly under the radar, and these people are employing people. They've got freelancers working for them. They've got all other sorts of people. It's keeping that economy going, and they're generating incomes and jobs for themselves.
Absolutely. So they will also, I'm sure, be interested to hear that they can be part of the Small Business Skills Summit running from August 6th to 16th online. How can people find out more?
If they head to the business website, which is business times, the word business 3 times.com.au, the Skills Summit is in the main menu up the top there. So that's most probably the easiest way to find it.
Linda, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me on.
And good luck in the lead up to it, August 6th. So when did you say, next Monday?
Next Monday.
Good luck. That is Linda Reed Enever here on ABC Central Victoria, where it is 22 minutes past 7. That was fabulous.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Didn't want to go too
work.
pitchy. Done.
Bye.